play. You're supposed to be out there and people are supposed to just, recognize you. It just seems as though nobody even notices that you are there. Hey, I'm gonna just give you one advice. Keep doing what you do and never stop, all right? As long as it is something that is not antisocial, something that's not gonna put you behind bars, something that is noteworthy, something that should make your family happy, something that gives you peace of mind. Well, yes, keep at it, because the truth is, your recognition is just around the corner, and you don't want to miss that. Well, good morning to you. Alrighty, feels like I should sing a little good morning to you like a lullaby, but guess what? It's not the evening time, it's not the night time, so I'm not singing you no lullabies. It's gonna be a wake-up call this time. Having a beautiful Tuesday morning right here, 22nd day in the month of October, Abuja. What's going on? 2024 it is. Right, wake up alive. Keep those eyes open right there. And yes, if you have that significant other right by your side, maybe your wife, your partner or something, well, you might just as well want to squeeze a hand or squeeze his hand just to let them know that, look, I got you in this very incredulous time. I got you. You got a daughter, give her a warm hug. You got a son, give him a high five, and then put your hands on his cheek right there and make sure you see that banana smile, on his face. And that is an assurance. Everybody needs an assurance. And yes, that's what we also bring it on here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. This is where you get an audio, visual, radio experience that you can count on. Let me greet you in the way that I know how to. Inakwana Ekaro, Tutuoma. I would say Olodudu. I would say Agife. That's right. And yes, if Faye's not here, okay, goes with the bell. Okay. In my dialect, I would say Amexiere, and finally, good morning. My name is Udwak Daniel, and yes, this is the breakfast show that starts your day the right way. It's like an early morning booster, and that's what we bring every now and then. Okay, you're keeping your ears glued already because there are certain things that you ought to know, and boy, my voice should be telling you some of these things already. Now, the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, has issued a 3-month ultimatum to owners of uncompleted buildings and undeveloped plots across the Federal Capital Territory, the Federal Capital City, that is, to immediately, with full alacrity, develop your properties or risk losing them. Is somebody saying this about that time? What about if I don't have the funds to develop that piece of land? But whatever that may be, they may have their good reasons, and I'm thinking that the FCTA is explaining that the move was necessitated by what it described as the rapid expansion of shanties and squatters within uncompleted buildings and undeveloped plots. Oh, I see that now. But you should also know that the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, said on Monday that it raided the Ilori home of Senator Oyelola Yisa Ashiru, APC Kwara South, where it recovered a consignment of drugs. All right, now the chairman of the agency, Brigadier General Mohammed Bubamawa, retired, spoke at a media briefing in Abuja, and he said that a recent attack on the agency by Senator Ashiru was born out of vendetta rather than any altruistic motive or national interest. Okay, talk about people not looking what they really are. But let's talk a little bit about the Dangote refinery now. And Petrochemicals FZE, they are saying the importation of petroleum products is crippling their business. Really? Well, the 650,000 barrels of fuel per day facility had said this in a suit filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja, seeking to nullify import licenses issued to the Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPCL, and 5 other companies for the purpose of importing refined petroleum products. It's killing our business. That's what they're saying, and they dragged them to court. Let's see how that one plays out, though. But the Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, as of yesterday, named social media personality Okonoye Idris, otherwise known as Bob Risky, as a person of interest in an ongoing probe. Okay, so they go in further to saying it also confirmed that its officer intercepted Idris at the Seme border while fleeing the country earlier in the day. Now, the controversy surrounding Bobrisky began in April of 2024 when he was sentenced to 6 months in prison by the Federal High Court in Lagos for Naira abuse. Now, you and I know how that story, played out and how it, of course, brought about the very dark man issue into the discourse, but it's still ongoing. And he's trying to flee. Now, he's been nabbed. Well, I wouldn't use the word nabbed. Was arrested. Okay. Arrested, they say, but it sounds to me like nabbed. But anyways, I'll go to this one now and let you in on the fact that suspected cultists on Monday killed 2 persons at Idioku Junction at Ula Ehuda, Igboako Kingdom in Aoda East local government area of Rivers State. Okay. This came barely 24 hours after 5 persons were killed in the Oha community in Upata Kingdom, also in Aoda East local government. Something should really be done to that local government because I don't understand it. Barely 24 hours, 5 persons killed, and then yet another 2 persons killed, and they call it cult issues? It's been a while I heard cultist issues, though. But anyway, souls rest in peace. Now, the chairman of the Osun State People's Democratic Party, Mr. Sunday BC, has urged the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje, to avoid making statements that could incite political unrest in the southwest region. Now, BC made this in a very strong statement as at Monday, and he was responding to Ganduje's remarks at a political gathering in Ondo State where he reportedly claimed his party had a strategy to capture the entire Southwest. But away from that now, 9 northern states in Nigeria were plunged into darkness as at yesterday as the national grid collapsed again. Well, the president of the Nigeria Consumer Protection Network, Kunle Olubuyo, disclosed this in a statement. Again, that's going to make it now. What? It was 12 the last count, 13. I was having that conversation with Omoife yesterday. And when we mentioned that for the 8 years of Buhari, it was 93 power grid collapses. And then 12 with the Tinubu administration. I said, for now, 12. Not because I don't want good things to happen, but because, I don't know, am I speaking your mind? Is that something that we are now beginning to see as a way of life, maybe some sort of culture now, national grid collapses? But yes, if you missed the show yesterday, you better go across social media platforms right there and see for yourself, because that was exactly what we discussed and some solutions, preferred. But now gunmen suspected... Gunmen suspected to be bandits have killed 3 persons between Bangi and Kotokoro Road in Mariga, local government area of Niger State. Now, it was gathered that the incident occurred on Sunday morning around 9 a.m. The bandits were said to have blocked the road, shooting and moving vehicles. What infantry? They blocked the road and they had a shooting spree at moving vehicles. This is so sad. Very, very sad right there, I tell you. But no, the Defense Headquarters, DHQ, said it has not appointed any senior officer as the acting Chief of Army Staff, COAS, and it said such an appointment doesn't exist within the armed forces. Okay, some clarification now coming after reports in some online platforms and social media about the alleged demise of the COAS Lieutenant General Tao Reed Lagbaja. All right, some clarity now being put out there by the DHQ that's talking about the Defense Headquarters. And I should also bring it to your eardrums the fact that the Naira yesterday appreciated to 1,715 Naira to $1 in the parallel market from 1,725 Naira to $1 last weekend. Now, the data coming from the FMDQ showed that the indicative exchange rate for NAFEM fell to 1,603 Naira to $1 from 1,600 Naira to $1 as at last Friday, and this is indicating a 2.38 depreciation for the Naira, right? Might I also let you in on the fact that, well, there is some suspense in the air as Supreme Court is ruling on 16 governor suit against EFCC today. If you didn't know that, well, you should know that now. And there's a legal battle, that may delay 102 billion Naira Lekki Airport project. Very important for you to know that too as well. And there's been some talk, about the issue that between the Nigerian national team, I think the Super Eagles now, and the Libyan, football team as well, as some speculations coming up here and there. And Patu Tomi, right, one of the presidential aspirants at the time, in 2023, if I'm not mistaken, said the National Assembly judiciary capture under Tinubu is the worst ever that we can ever have, right? Well, AFCON, that's CAF, is to decide Libya versus Nigeria case Wednesday. That's tomorrow, right? So yes, the talk is still going on there. Now let's get onto the front page of Nigerian newspapers, because this is the pages where we review Nigerian newspapers and bring them to you ASAP as soon as we can. And you also get a chance to add your voice loudly and clearly, in the arena of the review, right? But you must do that within the ambits of civility and responsibility. Very important. The Guardian newspaper is the first, to surface. Now, the big story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper says pro-masses bills stall at National Assembly as political motions get priority. All right, pro-masses bills stall at National Assembly as political motions get priority. Page 6 is carrying that story now, and to this one is on page 29. Anxiety as court prepares to rule on Kano Council poll. Okay, now to page 3. Obasanjo warns of global conflict, says 92 countries fighting 58 wars. I understand that Obasanjo is also saying that the Africa, continent needs a new turn of event when it comes to the leadership and all of that. If not, the future of Africa might just be bleak. Please, Lord, let it not be bleak, right? Now, page 27, you would find this one, Anambra Ebonyi Imo grounded amid IPOB's denial of sit-at-home order. Okay, and we're still at the naval area of the Guardian newspaper. PDP ramps up internal reforms as NEC NWC governors prepare for critical decisions. Page 6, looking popular. And this one says Bob Risky did not stay outside prison during sentence, says investigation panel. Oh, really? Alrighty, is that what you just said? Really? Page 8 is carrying the story. Let's go to the base of the Guardian newspaper now. You would find this one on page 5. It says EFCC mocks critics, rearraigns ex-governor over 5.78 billion naira fraud. The FCC ain't playing now. And to this one here, page 3, Dangote Refinery withdraws suit against NNPCL others. Dangote, what is going on with you? You go say, oh no, I'm challenging you. You're importing, what do they call it again? Refined petroleum or refined crude and all of that, just spoiling my market, and now you're withdrawing the suit against NNPCL and the same people you dragged to court. It's just this, not another jamboree. I don't know, it's a jamboree. I don't even know what to call this. But anyways, I hope there's light at the end of the tunnel on that one. Dangote withdraws 100 billion naira suit against NNPCL. Others over import licenses. Page 4. The front page of the Daily Trust newspaper is where we're at right now. Bandits kill travelers, abduct others in Zamfara. Not a good story, but page 7 is carrying that story for you. How we recovered consignment of drugs from Senator Ashiru's house. NDLEA is saying that, and that happens to be the big story on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, right? It's got a couple of writers to it though. AIDS arrested, one jailed. Allegations not true. Lawmaker is saying that. Issue must be properly investigated. CSOs are saying that. And that story again on page 4, which is looking very, very popular now with the Daily Trust newspaper. And I'm seeing this one here just at the base of the Daily Trust newspaper. Push for Damagum's 10-year extension intensifies. Push for Damagum's 10-year extension intensifies. Page 13 is carrying the story now to page 5. Why we arrested Bob Risky. Immigration is saying that. And to page 7 again, looking popular. Flood submerges 25 communities in Edo. Now, you don't want to imagine that. Now, let's get you to page, this should be page 38. I've got sharp eyes. DHQ, Countess Army says no acting COAS. No acting Chief of Army Staff. That's what they're saying right there. Yes, that's what they said. All right, so they just want to clear the air on that one. And that will be all with the Daily Trust newspaper. Still with the Nation newspaper. Remember, this is the pages on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, in case you're just tuning in for the first time. Now, the Nation newspaper has got this big story. NNPCL, Dangote Refinery, fails to meet 1.065 billion liters supply. All right, it's got two riders to that now. Plant supplied 317 million liters in 35 days. And the second rider, no new case in court, says Dangote Refinery. That story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, continues on page 4 of the Nation newspaper as well. And go to this particular one now, Sit at Home Grounds Southeast, right? You'll find the story on page 4, somewhere hidden, just, at the base of the Nation newspaper. I should bring this to you already quickly. It says, Senator Marwa clash over link to bad drugs. Okay, that story begins on the front page and continues on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. And this one too, page 2, it continues as well. Yet another story, by the way. It says justices should be shielded from manipulation, says Wike. All right, is there a catch to this? Well, it's got one rider to it now. Judicial quarters ready in 15 months, right? That story's continuing on page 2. Now let's go ahead above the Nation newspaper banner now. I'm talking about the heights, the apogee now. Najomo's transformative leadership in NCAA. All right, something about Najomo. All right, you go see on page 23. Now let's take you to page 3. It says student loan now fund offers additional 92 billion naira. That's a lot, and I like. All right, it's got one. It's got one rider to it now. Portal firmly secured. I see. That's something good, I think. If not the most important thing that I've really heard today, this morning on the front pages of the dailies. Now, let's see this one here. It says, telcos to suspend services over 50 billion naira USSD debts. Did I hear that correctly? Or, okay, I should bring that again. Telcos to suspend services over 50 billion naira USSD debts. All right, you would find that story on page. This page is not very clear now. Not very clear, but I'm suspecting it will be page 4 of the Nation newspaper. All right, and for Ondo 2024, this is going to be the last that I'll be bringing to you. It says Sanwo-Olu Oyebanji campaign for Ayedatiwa. PDP faults Ganduje's capture Southwest comment. APC candidate gets more endorsement. PDP APC disagree on governor's 10-month performance. All right, there's already a 10-month performance for the governors. And what also happened to the report card that the president had earlier, given out to the governors and the ministers and all of that, trying to assess them to see how far they've performed. What about that? I thought that should be, is it quarterly now? Oh, it would have been good if it was quarterly, so we really know what's going on. But anyways, let's get to Nigerian Tribune newspaper right now this morning, and the big story: PDP carpets Ganduje over threats to capture Ondo. All right, page 16 is carrying that story now to page 5. It says Immigration Service arrests Bobrisky at Seme-Border. And to page 4 now, Moghalu's appointment will make achieving objectives of ASG easy. Anyoko is saying that one in solidarity with Moghalu's appointment. And to page 26 now, security agents foil kidnap attempt on Tribune. Abuja Bureau Chief's family. Oh, I see that. That's something, right? It's got one rider to it now. Assailants shoot 3 soldiers. Soldiers always feeling the brunt of this in the end, and that's so not nice to hear. Well, let's go to the base now. PDP governors meet over Damagum neck. All right, page 15. Still at the base will insulate judiciary from manipulation, external interference. Wike saying that one. Page 4 is carrying that story. WHO declares Egypt malaria free. What? Egypt malaria free? Are you asking the same question that I'm asking? When will we ever be declared malaria free? Some would even say that, look, if we can declare Nigeria malaria-free at this point in time, half of our health issues, probably close to a half, maybe a quarter of it, is already dealt with, is handled, right? Malaria-free in Egypt, page 2. Is carrying that story. All right, flood submerges over 25 communities in Edo State. Not very nice. Page 2 is also carrying it and looking popular. Just above the Nigerian Tribune banner now, federal government approves $1.28 billion Seplat ExxonMobil deal. Federal government approves $1.28 billion Seplat ExxonMobil deal. Page 7 is carrying that one now, and to this one here is going to be the last one. Alleged $6 billion Mambila power plant fraud. Agunloye kicks against EFCC amended charge. Page 5 is carrying that story, and with that one we say, let's fly on eagle's wings and get to the Punch newspaper. Now, the Punch newspaper, the big story, fuel imports. Marketers differ as Dangote sues NNPCL, 5 others. All right, page 2 is carrying the story. It's got one rider to it now. Party in talks before presidential panel. Case will be withdrawn in January. That's what Dangote is saying. But in another news outfit, we see that, Dangote has withdrawn the case. Now, which one is which? Where do we stand in this case? Little wonder some Nigerians will say, I am tired of talking about the Dangote NNPCL Ipman marketers issues because just feels like a ring. It's got a ring on it. But anyways, let's go to page 12 now. It says suspense as Supreme Court rules on 16 governor suits against EFCC today. Suspense as Supreme Court rules on 16 governor suit against EFCC today. Remember, 16 governors that filed a suit right there alongside the Kogi state, saying that EFCC has not really been up to its game, as they are beginning to cite manhunt and saying that, well, the EFCC has lost its total bearing in prosecuting corruption or those who are corrupt. Right, page 12 is carrying that story. Well, today, right, we'll get to find out what the Supreme Court has to say in that regard. Well, immigration detains Bob Risky after semi-border arrest. Page 12, you would find that one. And this one here at the base of the Punch newspaper. EFCC slams fresh 14 charges against ex-Kwara governor, ex-commissioner. All right, page 26 is carrying that one. And remember, the two people that are being slammed with these fresh charges are all XX or excess, if you like. I mean, they were in a state of position before and up until they left, and now, okay, they're being called upon to answer some query. But anyways, let's go see this one here now. Page 18, PDP crisis Onyin Lola panel. Governors meet Damagum today. Just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner, you would find this one. Ondo governor poll. APC PDP trade words over Ayedatiwa suspending. All right, APC PDP trade words over Ayedatiwa's spending. Page 18, you would find that story. Governor or government not serious on Lagos Calabar Highway section in Ondo. All right, LP Labour Party is saying that government not serious on Lagos Calabar Highway section in Ondo. All right, page 18 is carrying that story. Seems quite popular now. And just at the very height, the apogee, the peak of the Punch newspaper front page, you would find the story says federal government loses 13 trillion naira to forex subsidy. World Bank is saying that federal government loses 13 trillion naira to forex subsidy. Yeah, that is what is obtainable with the Punch newspaper now, and you would find this one on page what now? 27. Okay, so page 27 for that one. And then let's see page 28, following themselves back to back, if you like, bumper to bumper. 11 investment picks shun Nigeria as federal government records $5 billion foreign direct investment, FDI. All right, 11 investment picks shun Nigeria as federal government records $5 billion FDI. Right now to page 18, this is going to be the last one that I'll be bringing to you now on the front page of the Punch newspaper. 2027, pro-Wike PDP bigwigs come north for Makinde's running mate. 2027, pro-Wike PDP bigwigs come north for Makinde's running mate. That will be all for the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. Remember that you have the luxury of aligning our number, like the studio number now, in your phone and bringing your thoughts out loudly and clearly. However you choose, whether you want to text it as a text message or you want to send it via the WhatsApp portal number, which is 0909-705-4450. Giving it to you again, 0909-705-4450. Anyone you choose will do. Or you just want to send a voice note via the same number, 0909-705-4450 on the WhatsApp portal number. Well, you can still do that. And, of course, make it 1 minute 30 seconds or at most 1 minute 35 seconds. Anything beyond that, you will be cut off, and you don't want to feel that way, right? And then, of course, you should also limit your voice calls to 2 minutes. And it's very important so that every other family member can have their take on whichever of the headlines or the stories, jumps at them, pops at them, tickles their fancy, or begs for the reaction, right? And call the studio number now, 0907-353-0044, 0907-353-0044. Hello and good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Mr. Daniel, good morning,
my
sir.
brother, good morning to you too. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Donatus calling from Nigeria.
Donatus! Been a while, Donatus. All right, Donatus, welcome aboard.
I get all the calls and listen. I want to talk about that Ngoti and federal government.
Yes,
I
please.
think for me, it's okay. This issue, it's taking too long. I don't know. Are we trying to work dead body from the mortuary or what? What kind of problem is this? Today, I'm going to tomorrow, federal government. I think federal government of Nigeria should do something. Let them know that they are governing people. I think we are not fools. For now, the problem of Dangote and federal government will have been resolved. If not, they should fix our refinery so that we'll stop hearing Dangote and NNPC. That's what I think. Nigeria.
All right. Thank you so much, Donatus. They better do something already so that we stop hearing this back and forth. Hello and good morning.
It's a Basenjo barrister.
Basenjo, been a while though. How are you doing today?
Fine.
All right.
Cool, fine, a little bit.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Amali, right. Nigeria State now. Yes, I'm back home.
Okay, welcome back. That's good. Talk to us.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
See, Egypt, malaria free.
Exactly.
Share you laugh, Abi?
I did.
Why you go see Nigerians say free? Where do you see the gutter as if we still dey? Is it how many centuries? 1 century that you see gutter in Nigeria. If you pass through, you will see your domo. You will see gutter how fly they make noise. Nigeria free for malaria, for all diseases. Hepatitis is killing people like Betty. Young boys are going out to sell their kidney like Wetty. Even in the community, even in the village. Nobody to take proactive actions. They are not even taking proactive action of where they want to even measure of the food that we do itself. Nobody care about it. That is why everybody will keep dying like fowl. The road, everybody will keep dying like fowl. People. Umejume. You talked about bandit in Niger State. That one is it's no-go area now. No-go area. They are just making noise. Nobody is coming to rescue anybody. I'm telling you, barrister. Nobody cared to even talk about somebody. I want to rescue. Like you said, how many people have been kidnapped in Zamfara State? If after leaving Katsina small, I am telling you, you cannot travel to Zamfara.
All right, Obasanjo, for want of time, we cannot go
Don't,
any
sir.
further. Yeah.
Wallahi, I'm telling you, Nigerian, they should change. The government, the EFCC, I'm telling you, the EFCC are corrupt people.
Okay, Obasanjo, no. Well, anyways, that case is still in court. Let's see what happens with the Supreme Court, ruling today. I mean, today we will know, isn't it? I mean, 16 governors that dragged the EFCC right there, before the Supreme Court, and the judgment is supposed to be passed today. But meanwhile, on the sidelines, the EFCC is still very, very potent and still doing its work, as they've charged a couple of persons now. Is it ex-Kwara governor and the ex-commissioner? They've slammed them with 14 charges against the ex-Kwara governor, ex-commissioner right there. All right, so let's see how all this pans out. But yeah, even as much as that is right, for that. Many are still saying that, look, a scrap on the EFCC will just be a step in a very wrong direction. It's not something that would breed positivity, at this point in time. But let's go see and pay some bills. We'll be right back in a short bit. Remember, this is The Pages, the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Rise Breakfast Show. Don't go away.
Your number one radio experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Make una listen to this ogbonge message from the FCT Public Health Department and Malaria Consortium.
Seasonal malaria chemo prevention campaign don start again for Abuja.
The campaign go involve sharing of medicine where they prevent malaria from children where they between 3 months reach go come una house once a month from June go reach October every year.
The community drug distributors go teach mama, papa or anybody where they take care of children how to give the first dose of Spark to children who don't reach to take the medicine. For every pikin where them give Spark, them go also give am SMC record card where them go use to they record the medicine wey pikin don take. Make you know say Spark no be medicine wey dey treat malaria. Make you no give am to pikin wey no well.
Remember say every family member, especially children and women wey get belle, suppose dey sleep inside long-lasting insecticide treated net every time so that dem go fit protect themselves from malaria.
This message na from the FCT Public Health Department and Malaria Consortium.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, here to stay.
You are here right now.
Your miracle is here. Just believe and receive. Breaking news. The healing streams are flowing again, and your testimony is next as we anticipate the Healing Streams live healing services with Pastor Chris, holding from
Friday, October 25th to Sunday, October 27th, 2024, 2 p.m. daily.
Register now and view the program at www.healingstream.tv/zone/ABMC. You can also participate live at Christ Embassy Durumi near American International School or at the nearest Christ Embassy Church to you. Also at any of our designated healing centers all around town. Also airing live here in Abuja on Eagles 102.3 FMs. Call or text
070-7125-2233. 070-7125-2233. Friday, October 25th to Sunday, October 27th, 2024. You can also watch it live on Eagles FM Abuja YouTube and Facebook page, 2 p.m. daily.
Your set time for a miracle. Don't miss it.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagles FM Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080-5919-8658. 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. 081-5791-7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember Package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
Eagles, yeah, that's us. 'Cause we play.
You
You are healed right now.
Your miracle is here. Just believe and receive. Breaking news. The healing streams are flowing again, and your testimony is next as we anticipate the Healing Streams live healing services with Pastor Chris, holding from
Friday, October 25th to Sunday, October 27th, 2024, 2 p.m. daily.
Register now and view the program at
www.healingstream.tv/zone/capital ABMC.
You can also participate live at Christ Embassy Durumi near American International School or at the nearest Christ Embassy church to you. Also at any of our designated healing centers all around town. Also airing live here in Abuja on Eagles 102.3 FMs. Call or text
070-7125-2233. 070-7125-2233. Friday, October 25th to Sunday, October 27th, 2024. You can also watch it live on Eagles FM Abuja YouTube and Facebook page, 2 p.m. daily.
Your set time for a miracle. Don't miss it.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
It is still the pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. And yes, we know we do have, plethora of, listener across the globe, not just in Nigeria, but outside the shores of Nigeria. That being said, you can get across social media platforms and see for yourself what the ambience feels like in the studio as you get to the YouTube channel right there, and do well to subscribe. But Eagles FM Abuja, do the same for Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. That's what I'm trying to say. And yes, let us know that you came, you saw, and you are conquering and flying with us, right? But then we should also get on to the Facebook page wall right there, as a couple of comments, or a comment is waiting for our read, and that would be coming from Ozo Francis Namani, watching live from Amagunze. He always says, in Enugu State. It says, good morning, my analyst in the studio. Our political leaders should focus on how to tackle the current economic hardship and hunger in the country, rather than shifting focus to 2027 general elections. The narratives must be corrected. Mr. President should explore every possible measure towards tackling the issue of fuel price hike, electricity tariff hike, hunger, and other numerous challenges facing the nation. Which way, Nigeria? May God help us. Also, Francis Namani from Amagunze. Thank you also for that one, though. Let's get on to the WhatsApp as well and see how many messages that we can as well, lend our voice to. I see a couple of them. Let's start with this one now. It says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. It says, good morning, Nigerians. Oh, yeah, they feel the same. Franklin from Lube Franklin, thank you. It says, I always tell Nigerians that we are not going to benefit from the Dangote refinery. I have a question to Nigerians. Are we enjoying in the other side of his business cement? Neither. We are crying for what we have. Please, 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 federal government of Nigeria, bring down the fuel price. Hunger is killing Nigerians more than anything else. Now it is alarming. That's what Franklin is saying. Appreciate that from you, Franklin. All right, and Franklin is saying, what are we benefiting from the other parts of the Dangote merchandise that we are so expectant about the fuel that he, for his refinery? But anyways, let's see this one from Samuel all the way from Kuje. It says, good morning to you, Uduak Daniel. Good morning to you too. It says, why can't they stall the pro-masses bill in the National Assembly when it is the masses that will benefit from the so-called bill? NNPCL and Dangote are playing with our collective senses in this country. They will say one thing in the morning, but in the afternoon, they will say another thing. I am waiting to see the day when we will get things right in this country. Life is becoming more and more difficult and unbearable for the masses in this country. Some children are still in their homes because their parents cannot afford money to send them back to school. Nobody's even talking about that anymore, Samuel, I tell you. But you go on to say, with these unserious people in authority, please, God, deliver the masses of this country from these wolves in sheep clothing. In Jesus' name, amen, you say. And I also say amen to that one. UD, have a great day. All right, thank you, Samuel, you too. And to this one, Chinonso from Suleja. Gone are the days when I used to think that Dangote refinery will bring some certain relief to ordinary Nigerians, but I was so wrong. Dangote and NNPCL are playing Nigerians. The more you look, the less you see. The difference between Dangote and NNPCL is 6.5 dozen. Chinonso, That says a lot, I tell you. 6.5 a dozen. Been a long time I heard that expression though. It says, good morning UD, good morning. This is James from Suleja. James, welcome aboard. Another day, another twist to the grand deception of Nigerians by the consortium. I have stated it before and will like to restate that they are all in it together and strategically distracting Nigerians. Are we surprised the government is still being exposed with its forex subsidy sham? I would really love to hear the thoughts of those clueless individuals selling the narratives about forex hoarding by naysayers being responsible for the Naira freefall. I'm sure naysayers are also responsible for the numerous lies from the government. All right. Anyways, James, thanks for that one. Let's see how we can accommodate. Let's see how we can accommodate the voice notes, and then we'll get back with the calls. Right. This is just so that everybody is carried along and nobody feels, out in the loop. Okay. All right. So let's go with the voice notes now. We'll get back with the calls. Trust me. All right. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let's start with this one right here and on here. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Danny from Kurudu. I want to comment on the issue of Bobrisky. If he is not guilty of the charge level against him by a very dark man and the exposure, why is he running from Nigeria? And also concerning the trillions of naira being spent in our electricity sector, you can see how corrupt that power sector is. And I urge Nigeria, we should say enough is enough. We should hold leaders accountable. And the problem is that they are not even accountable to us. That's the tragedy of everything. I pray that we get it right one day. God bless Nigeria.
All right, I also pray we get it rightly one day, and that day is not far off, I tell you. All right, soon, even though some would want to say the soon is taking too long, to be seen. But let's go to this one.
Good morning. My name is Honorable Edward Folapo. 16 governors has taken EFCC to Supreme Court. Is it that the EFCC should be scrapped or amended or what? These governors, I know this is as a result of local government autonomy. They knew very well that they will tamper with the local government money now, and it will be against them. So they want EFCC to be scrapped, so that thing will not happen. The governors have no interest in this country to help this country at all. The money was given to them to give to local government. Had they been given that money, I think should be another group of people that will take EFCC to. You see, what's up there from taking them to the National Assembly? It is wrong. Dangote fuel, Dangote refineries. It's that our government is not working. What is our business with Dangote? You see, trying to frustrate him and others. Why are we doing about our refineries? That would have become something else. That good. You should be even begging government. But now it is too important. It's too important. So government is now concentrating, trying to frustrate the Qatar on the work. Then Egypt, malaria free. In Nigeria here, how can we malaria free? We are saying cannot take precautions. What about the hunger? The hunger alone in this country is more than any malaria. It can give you even the worst malaria. The worst can kill you. So is malaria more than that? Thank you. God bless.
All right, Honorable Edwards right there. Thank you. Taking this from
Good morning, Mr. Yidi. I celebrate you. I celebrate Nigeria. Thank you for always being there for us. My name is Triple D from Waru. Wallahi, I'm in line with Mr. Obasanjo Omale from Niger State. It's what just came to my mind. Egypt declare free malaria country. What an achievement. You can just imagine the kind of headlines we are dealing with in this country. PDP will this, APC will take over Southwest, Dangote withdraw suit, NDLEA, to send it to discover drugs war, Bobrisky arrested, Supreme Court to declare what EFCC and versus 16 governors. Are all those things an achievement for the country? We don't have good road, we don't have good water, we don't have a good policies, hungry everywhere, masses are crying, masses are dying, and we are talking of all this. Just a year in an office and Nigerian protest is not a good sign. It's not a good sign for a government. They should wake up and face the reality. Nigerians are patient people, but one day they will get it right by the special grace of God. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Eagles FM.
All right, we are patient people, but one day we will get it rightly. And so says a Triple D. And do I believe him? Well, I do believe him. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, the front page is already blaring with a couple of updates. Let's go take this one here. Okay. Hello and good morning. Hello. Okay, that's a bit rowdy. Let's go take another one now. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, my brother. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Jerry, speaking from Altabale.
Jerry, all the way from Altabale. Talk to us, Jerry.
Yeah, sit at home in the southeast, grad a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe Gowon is seeing what is happening. 90 years now. Can Gowon be happy for what is happening in Nigeria? See, let us tell ourselves the truth. What is disturbing Nigeria is injustice. Injustice. After the civil war, Nigeria begin to turn upside down. All the radio stations in Abuja now, sad news, no any peaceful news in Nigeria now. You cannot see any development. You cannot see any achievement. Malaria free in Egypt. This one. Everything. All these things are injustice. People are praying that Nigeria will be better tomorrow. When there is justice, everything will go. The blood of Abel for Cain. The blood of Abel sent Cain as exile. Cain did not see any progress for his life. The problem of this country is injustice. Lia Sharibu is somewhere crying for help, crying for justice. Many lives lost, herdsmen, Boko Haram, crying for justice. In Amale, Obasanjo is shouting about his people. Those people is crying for justice. Nothing will go move forward in Nigeria except there is justice in this country.
All right, I get that, Jerry.
Businessmen, our politicians doesn't believe in Nigeria. That's why they are hiding abroad. Mobile now have made deal. That is a France company. You understand? Our business does not believe in Nigeria. They don't believe in Nigeria.
All right, Jerry.
In the newspaper,
Jerry, for want of time, we will not be able to go further. But thank you, though. Appreciate that one. Yeah, you made some very silly and strong points right there. And I mean, what can we say? What can we not say? I mean, the truth is right there. But let's kind of get to find out what exactly Gowon thought or thinks about the entire civil war issue. I mean, he was a former. I'm talking about Yakubu Gowon, right? It was Nigeria's former head of state, and at some point he had expressed his thoughts on the Nigerian civil war. I mean, also known as the Biafran War, which lasted about I think from 1967 to 1970. Well, he had said that at the point in time, the leadership during the war, his leadership actually saved the country, and that he committed no wrongdoing. After the war, he delivered the famous "No Victor, No Vanquished" speech. I don't know if y'all still remember that, which was to promote healing and reconciliation. Well, the speech was very significant, though, as a gesture towards unity and rebuilding. It's 90 years now. I mean, that's a long time to live. Not so long, but I mean, I like the fact that he's 90. That's the point. I hope some of you too will get to that age, because I do want to get to that age too. Hello and good morning. Hello. Okay, having a bit of difficulty now with the main line. Let's see. Let's just revert to the WhatsApp portal at this point and see how far we go with this. But yeah, I've seen a couple of messages via the WhatsApp. I think I should take these messages already. This one right here says, "Good morning, Obong Uduak Daniel. Good morning to you too." Coming from Comrade Ulo Basi from Buhari in Abuja. All right, so the judiciary, the judges in Nigerian courts are in for a jolly good time, as Tinubu's administration is taking good care of them at every given opportunity. Though this is a step in the right direction, the judges should not use it as a basis to give undue favorable judgments to any case involving the federal government, because, as they say, he who pays the piper dictates the tune. Nigerians should be vigilant to know what had been going on in the judiciary. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. All right, comrade, thank you. Appreciate that one. All right, I see you, Tekken B. Hundu, all the way from Nasarawa State. You say you're listening. Thank you, by the way. The PDP governors and founding fathers alive must rise up now to rescue this party, which has produced some wonderful leaders like Musa Yar'Adua, Umar Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, from the hands of Wike Damagum, who are already working for APC and Tinubu's re-election in 2027. Nigeria people deserve better than what we are getting now under the Tinubu administration. Daniel, I'm amazed our people are being kidnapped, killed every day. Countless fighting war. People don't die this much. Okay, countries fighting war. People don't die this much. Lastly, I removed my hands on anything that concerns Dangote refinery. All right, they can be. Well, when you hear somebody say, "I remove my hand from anything that has to do with you," you just know you're in for it. I mean, Pontius Pilate did the same. I'm washing my hands off this crucifixion thing that you guys are saying. I find this guy not guilty, but whatever you want to do, it's in your heads. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways, there can be that scary though. But I see this one here from Abaz. He's reporting from Duce. It says, good morning, Sir UD. Good morning to you too, Abaz. It says, is it not too early for opposition parties in Nigeria to be talking about 2027? PDP is presenting a governor who have not done enough for his people. Is this not a distraction? So far, what have the governors of PDP done differently to better the lives of their people? Why can't political parties in Nigeria join hands with the ruling party by presenting their own economic blueprints for development to the ruling party? Let's see how Nigeria can move forward. Democratization is not about struggling for power. Political parties in Nigeria need to be educated to understand their responsibilities after election. After all, election is a collaborating effort with the ruling party. All oppositional parties can't rule Nigeria at the same time. Thank you, Abbas, though. I mean, Abbas has put it out there saying, hey, shouldn't this just be the time where everybody presents their blueprints as to what they feel, how they feel that the country should be led so that we can move forward? But yeah, it seems as though everybody's living their blueprints for 2027 because that's when they feel the blueprint will work. And it's, you know, what we call expo, you know, by when we just go, I don't want to open my book at this point in time. If I show you my blueprint, you will implement it and nobody's going to give me credit. I thought the credit was to be about the beauties, the joys, the happiness, the smiles on the faces of those who have been thrown out of school, you know, because of their inability to pay their fees, because of, you know, poor infrastructure, because of the lack, the housing, you know, issue that we're facing, the issue of not having the basic amenities to sustain life, the health sector, the education sector, the military. All of these, I thought that was supposed to be the idea, but I don't know. I mean, I hear you loud and clear, Abbas. I mean, you're saying that everybody should put hands together and see that this works, except for the fact that just maybe, as some are also divinating or divining and saying that, look, these guys probably will go behind, in the dark alleys and shake hands and then come out here and give us a feeling as though there is some sort of constraint between them when it's not actually what it is. But anyways, these are some thoughts, variant thoughts, left, right, and center. Let's see how we can go see this message right here via the WhatsApp portal as a voice note precisely. Okay, let's get it.
Good morning, UD.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Temple.
All right.
UD, it's a beautiful morning. I want to talk about the issue.
All right, Temple, you should know better to let me in on where it is that you are messaging or sending a voice note from. That's what the drill is all about. But anyways, now that you know, I'm sure you would do the needful subsequently. Well, I'm going to be leaving here for just a bit and to allow for Vic, to come by the station, into the studio, rather, because I believe is around somewhere, being in this time, just to come give you updates on sports and everything that happens, in that very sector in Nigeria. And to also align you with the intrigues and everything that you need to know in that regard. Remember, he's the sports minister on radio. Vic, that is. And at 9 a.m., I'll be right back. I'll be here as we go conversational. Maybe it's time to begin to think, on the sidelines of AI. Yeah, maybe if we had an AI leadership, an AI commissioner, I don't know. I'm just saying, would it be better? Will they do better? Will they outperform the human side of us? I don't know. But anyways, the conversation will be trending 9 a.m. this morning. You don't want to miss it. My name is Udwak Daniel. Don't go away.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.